y'all, it's Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 13 of Scrap-O-Ween. It is Killer Kit Sunday, and I have the kit that I made pulled out. I have these pictures here. I've got quite a few of a family event that we had last October. It is also day 13 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And today's sketch was created by Janet Fritz. And it has what appears to be either a photorealistic background or mixed media. Because it kind of looks like the sky to me. And there's a plane here and a geotag. So I think it might be photorealistic of the sky. But also it's a 2-page sketch because all the sketches for 30 Days of Sketches this month are 2-page layouts. And I'm actually going to do another 2-page layout. So maybe by the time this is said and done, I will be much more comfortable with making the 2-page layouts. But anyway, like I said, I have my kit pulled out and my pictures and my sketch. So let's get started. For my background, I'm going to be using this paper here with the wood grain background and kind of the quilt block star pattern thing here. And then I'm going to also use this yellow, kind of a tone on tone with, I don't even know what you would call this pattern, but it looks like it has honeycomb cereal in the center of the circles. Now, because I'm looking at it here up close in front of me, and I didn't pay attention to it earlier, but that's what it looks like. It looks like honeycomb cereal. And here I am fighting with the ATG gun again, and I am trying to use as much ATG tape as I possibly can. I mean, I probably could have put way more on there, but you know, within reason. I'm trying to get it used up within reason. So I'm putting like 3 lines of ATG tape when usually I try to conserve it a little bit. But I'm just wallpapering some plain old white cardstock, and I at first thought I was gonna put the quilt looking paper on the bottom because it is visually to me the heavier feel of the 2 papers, but in the end I decide to flip it around because my reasoning was I wanted to see more of it, but I actually end up covering up quite a bit of it, so oh well, it's all right. You can still see it, and that's really all that matters. And one of the reasons why I wanted to use this paper is because my aunts who put on this party that we went to at my grandmother's house, they love to sew and quilt. And my grandmother does as well. And so I was like, this paper is perfect. And the event that we went to is a tea. So my aunts absolutely love their tea. They have all different kinds of tea sets and all different kinds of teas, and they will have tea parties that we go to. And it is so much fun. And so this time the theme for this tea party was Hillbilly Hoedown. And so we all had to be like dressed up in plaid and overalls, and we had a bunch of different really fun named food. Like I think the soup was possum soup, but I think they had a beef one and a chicken one and maybe a turkey one, because I think it was chili. But anyways, they just had an absolute fun time coming up with all these different themes and names for things and stuff like that. And our placemats on the tables were quilted, and I mean, it was just, it was a ball. We had a blast and had so much fun together. And of course, we are basically hillbillies, so whenever we get together, we're gonna have fun. But because of this paper, that paper just really, their love of quilting and the theme of the tea party really just kind of set the whole mood and tone for this layout. And I really love how it turned out. Oh, and there I am, fighting with that ATG gun again. Ooh. So I'm going to be putting these two strips down here at the bottom, and this is actually going to also kind of serve as my base for my title on this side of the layout. And I'm going to fight with getting it up underneath my picture, because I went ahead and put my pictures down without putting these strips of paper down. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh gosh, I've got it crooked. So I'm going to bring out the T-ruler and fuss and fiddle with it again. And I think it's still a little crooked, but it's fine. It's okay. So I don't seem to learn my lesson, because here I am putting ATG tape on the back of that one. And look, guys, look! Ah! Hooray! I have used up that whole roll, and it is gone. Now I've got my new one in, and then look at me. Did you notice something that was missing there? And I'm like, oh no, this refill is not going to work either. But have you noticed something? I have not completely put my ATG gun back together, and I haven't noticed yet. But I did learn my lesson, and I did not put my pictures down before trying to put these strips on. And there's the missing piece of the ATG gun. And oh, I think I must have hit my not tripod, but the thing holding my camera. But here I'm trying to match up these strips with the strip on the other side. And I'm like, why is this not working? And the reason why I kept getting a gap there on that left-hand side is because I have not trimmed the one on the left-hand layout. And it was causing this really weird gap, and I don't know. It was me not being able to do measurements or anything like that. So once I trimmed that up, and I could match it much more easily and get it all lined up, maybe. I think I have to. Did I have to fool with that one again? No, I got it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We can keep going. So I'm going to just put my pictures down here, and I kind of have them in chronological order of the event, sorta. But I kind of have them in a way that makes sense to me. And now I am going to work on the clusters that are in the sketch. And in the sketch there is a cluster with some, I think, tags or with little frames. But I only have pulled out this one frame, and it didn't really fit up there for what I wanted. So I did put that little journal spot with the flower on it. And then down here on the left-hand bottom left corner is where I'm going to build kind of my big title cluster. And I'm using the chipboard, one that says blessed and this one that says family. And then I have these little navy colored thickers that I have with my spelled out. And so my title is Blessed with My Family. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want this frame to go. And then I'm going to have blessed just overlapping that photo a little bit. I like putting things over top of my pictures because I feel like that it settles them down into the layout, if that makes any sense. Even when I have them popped up on foam or have lots of matting layers behind them, I still want them to feel like they go or they belong right where they're at. So that might feel kind of, or sound kind of weird, but I want them to be grounded. They need to be in this layout and needs to be not floating away or I don't know. It's weird, but that's okay. But I feel like putting things on top of the photo helps to settle them into the layout, if that makes any sense at all. And then I have my ribbon here that I want to use, and I thought about putting it down along the bottom of the layout, but I already have that red strip down there. So I'm going to have to think about it some more. And I am thinking about putting it along the top. But I do know I want to put something down on the bottom because it's just, to me, it's a little empty. So here I'm looking to see what I can use, and then I come across this paper here with this beautiful blue, and I'm going to use it because there is this color in the quilt looking paper, but I don't have it anywhere else. It's just in that paper. So this helps to bring that color from the top down to the bottom. And I really like how that looks. And I like the design on the paper. Of course, you can't really see what the design was with this little bit of a strip, but it reminds me of a marriage quilt. It just kind of has those interlocking circles. So a lot of the stuff on here just, it reminds me of my grandmother and my aunts and just our family and how much fun we have with each other when we all get together. And I'm going to put this little truck on there. I have a hard time using those. I'm too literal, I think, sometimes. I'm thinking if you were putting a truck on there, there needs to be a truck in the pictures, or the layout needs to be about a truck. But here it doesn't. It's a fall truck with pumpkins in it, so this is an event that happened in the fall, so you can stick it on there. And we're outside and trucks are outside. If I really needed to, though, I could make this work because in the two pictures right above that truck, there are lots of trucks parked. So there you go. It can be on there. And then here I'm just bringing in some more of that blue color by using some of the stickers from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I'm trying to figure out how I can get this up here and still have room for my ribbon that I've got up there. And instead of tucking it underneath, I go ahead and, or instead of tucking it underneath the journal spot, I just tuck it underneath the picture, and that way I can keep it down and just have it there with that other flower. And then I use that bigger flower down there on the left-hand side to put behind the truck. And I just keep building and building with on that title there. So now I've got these little bitty stickers, or little bitty flower stickers that have the red on them. And then I'm going to bring in a few of these glitter leaves. I'm finally getting to use them after having them for, I think, 2 years. They've just been waiting for the perfect layout, and this happened to be it. At least for 2 of them. I was kind of hoping to get more on there, And I probably could find some other spots to put the leaves, but I really wanted to well, at first I really wanted to focus most of my embellishing on these two main clusters because that's the way that the sketch is. But I end up doing a little bit more because I like to do more. So there is going to be a few other spots where some little items land. But for now, I'm still going to focus on these two clusters. So I go ahead and put 3 of my brads down. And now I'm going to put, let's see, are these? Yeah, they're the pearl ones in that deeper red. So I'm going to figure out where in this cluster I want to put them. And I thought about putting them on the far left side, but I'm like, that's going to be a bit much, especially with the brads that are already there. So I just go ahead and put them with the truck. And then I get the brads on the right-hand side. And I'm figuring out where I want to put these little pearls down on this side. And I like them there, but then I'm thinking, maybe I need to put them somewhere else. And so I try it, and I don't like it there. I think that don't look right. So I put them right back where I had them. And now, let's see. Now, this right here is why I end up having another little bit of a cluster here on the diagonal, because you know me, I love to decorate on the diagonal, but I wanted to use that thankful. So I had to find a spot for it. And there in the middle is a perfect spot for it. And now I just ran some ATG tape along the very top, and that's going to hold my ribbon. And I got it on the left side, and I'm going to put it up here on the right side, obviously. And then all I'm going to do to kind of tack the ends of it there, oh, my camera battery ran out. I wish I could have my camera plugged into the wall and not have to rely on the batteries. Oh, because they always go dead on me and I don't realize it. But anyways, I'm just going to tack down the ends of my ribbon on the back here with some ATG and then cover it up with a little bit of washi tape. And that just helps the layout to slide into its pocket a little easier. And then I put some more of those pearls, like flat back pearls or whatever, on top of the thankful. And then I'm looking through the chipboard to see if there's anything else. And I put the little love banner down there on my daughter and her, well, then fiance, now husband. And then I have another small one on the picture of my husband that says cherish, which I'm fixing to glue down. And then on the right hand side, I have another one that kind of looks like a stamp, that one there that I picked up. And it says, the love of a family is life's greatest blessing. And that is so true. I am very, very blessed with my family. So I get that glued down as well because those chipboards are kind of old and their sticky does not stick anymore. And then I'm going to finish it off with some Distress Mica stains. And let's see. Yep, I'm pretty sure I used the flickering candle for this one because it is my favorite shade of gold. And then I'm going to get the other side. And I did put a little bit of gold splatter there in the center where the thankful was. So I am going to make sure that I put a little bit of the gold splatter on the middle right there so that it will match. And then that is going to do it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you are checking out the links below and seeing all of the wonderful layouts that everyone is making during this round of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Since they are all 2-page sketches, there's lots and lots of inspiration. And I don't know that I'm getting any better at them. I do have a few more for this month though. so be on the lookout for those. And I think that is going to do it. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.